Hey guys, and welcome back to another study with me video. As it says in this mug, I hope that you have had a really great Christmas season and are getting ready for 2019. I hope that this video is a little short burst of motivation for you guys if you want to get some work done. This is just my new mug, I should say, which I honestly love. I'd made myself a hot lemon to start off getting on with some work. Before this, I'd been on a dog walk in the morning and had my breakfast, so I was officially going to sit down to start working. However, today Milka was lounging on my bed the whole day. She did not come and join me, which was quite sad because she's normally there with me. However, I just used my avocado Christmas blanket as company instead. So I started off my day with going through some notes that I wanted to work on, and I did actually go through these for the majority of the day. It was quite a big load of notes and I hadn't really looked at them recently, so I wanted to try and get some of it stuck in my brain. As you can see, I just had the notes on my desk, and then beside them I had just some rough paper which I was just using to scribble stuff down as I was going through the notes. This is how I usually drill things and learn things if I want to get it in my head and learn it for exam purposes and revision, you would call it in the UK. I know in other countries people may not use the term revision, but it essentially means going over stuff and trying to learn it so that you can hopefully retain that information and then regurgitate it if you need to in an exam. After that, I then moved on to my laptop, so that was after about an hour. I decided to go into a bit more detail into some of the notes that I was working on so that I could just add a bit more detail and clarify a few things. I literally just can't spell this word. Every time I come to try and spell this word, I have no clue. So I'm going to write it on here and drill this word. Poetic, however you want to say it. But I always put extra A's, E's and O's and I's. It's got so many vowels in it. It's just like hematopoetic. There we go. Poi is this bit that always gets me. This poi. This little poi bit here. I should just say that I still feel a little bit under the weather. I have a bit of a cold and my throat is extremely gunky. That's why my voice might not sound the same, or it might sound a bit lower. I hope that what you can see from this study video though is that I am alternating between writing notes and doing stuff on the computer, so I'm not just spending the whole day doing one or the other. So I'm back now to writing and kind of drilling notes, trying to learn information as opposed to collecting information, you would say. So that was my plan today. I was just learning stuff and then alternating between that and doing stuff on my computer. I also filmed in a slightly different way for this video, so I normally just put my camera somewhere and I will film me working, and then when I'm editing the video I will speed up the footage. However, today I actually used the proper time-lapse feature on my camera, and it's actually quite a game changer, I'm not gonna lie, because I can save a much longer clip of me working for a much longer period and show you guys without taking up so much space on my camera. The sun will come out today, bet your bottom dollar that today there'll be sun. Just thinking about today. The sun has come out so good. I was sitting here and I looked around and I was like, the sun has arrived. Thank you very much. This spelling, I keep seeing it everywhere spelt differently, especially H-A-E-M, not H-E-M, but I think the H-E-M version is simpler. I don't know. Like, look, the sun is just shining in my room. It's just so nice. I just stick up my chin and grin and say. Around this time in our house it gets so cold, and so we just have to look like this. And it looks even better when you look like this. I am so weird. Yeah, I'm just gonna sit like this and get on with some work. It's because I have a bun in my hair and it just looks strange, but we don't need to ask any more questions. Other than, don't you put the heating on in the house? Yes, we do, but it's always cold. I don't know why. Sometimes I really do feel that when I'm working, it just drives you a bit crazy. But then again, I suppose that is me in general, so it doesn't really change anything, I suppose. I eventually did take my hood down because I do eventually warm up and my head will especially get quite hot when I'm working, and you know, it's like using all that energy to think about things, which are quite confusing. I was back to doing stuff on my computer though, and then I moved swiftly on to doing stuff on paper again. So I was at this point using stuff on my laptop to help me, because when I was going through this set of notes I didn't feel as confident with it, so I felt that I needed to look up a few things as I was going through them, as opposed to just trying to learn it straight away, because they weren't as detailed as I would have liked and it was quite vague in some places. When I am collecting information, as I said, on my computer, I will make those notes in general directly on a Word document and then print them off at some point if we have ink in the printer, and that just saves me writing things down if I've been doing quite a lot of writing, as I had been doing today, so it's just easier for me to type those notes on the computer. Many of the things I was doing in this video are those that I'm going to be talking about in a very soon to be upcoming video on my channel about my 2019 study habits. I've got 5 of them that I've set for myself and I'm going to be sharing them with you guys, so stay tuned for that video, and if you would like to see that and are interested, then please do like this video. I hope that you have enjoyed it anyway in general, and comment down below what your goals are for 2019 and let's see if we've set ourselves anything similar. The house didn't magically just get really hot. I was in a t-shirt at this point because I had been on a run outside, so I came back in and was really hot, and as usual my hands will go extremely red. It's something you guys always notice and I'm very aware of it too. I moved on to a slightly different topic to finish the day. It was very much still related, however I just thought that I'd been through enough of the notes I was working on for most of the day and wanted to just read up on something else on my computer just to finish off the day. I should have really printed out the notes, but we didn't actually have any printer ink, it turns out, so I couldn't do that. The final thing I did was some essay plans, so I went back to doing some essay plans related to the notes that I've been working on for the majority of the day. I just got up some essay titles from some past papers that we have online, and I made some very brief notes to see how much I would write or to see what I would include in particular in an essay if I had to write one on that topic. Milka did decide to come and sit with me right at the end of the day, and it was quite annoying because when she does this, she will often sit on my chair and she will not then move. So I put my stuff away and she was just there sitting on my chair. So this is how I decided to get rid of her in the nicest way possible.